and welcome back to another exciting and interesting episode of American English Explained with Barry and Sherry. What's my name? Do you remember who I am? Huh? Yes, that's right. I'm Barry.
And I'm Sherry. And we're the owners of ETHOS English School here in warm and sunny Cebu City, Philippines, where you can come and study with American teachers in small group classes. You can also stay in the homes of your teachers if you like. We'd love to have you come and study with us.
Yes, come and study with crazy American teachers.
Fun American teachers.
Yes, that's right. We're so thankful that you guys come and watch our programs, but we really want you guys to participate. So don't just sit there and listen. We're going to ask some questions during this program, and so we want you guys to try to answer. And don't worry about making mistakes. Use this as an opportunity to learn.
Right.
So, if we ask a question and you have an answer, put your answer there on the screen, and we'll see how well you do. And if you have any questions, type your questions in, and we'll do our best to answer them for you. Okay?
All right. So, Barry, what are we going to talk about today?
Well, last week we talked about phrases that American speakers use when they greet each other, when you meet someone that you know very well. So we thought that this week we would talk about phrases that American speakers use when they say goodbye.
Okay. All right. So I have a good one. Okay, and it's probably the most common phrase people use when they say goodbye in the U.S.
What's that?
See you later.
See you later. Yeah, that's right. I agree. This is a phrase that I use a lot. But sometimes students get a little confused because we say see you later even if we're gonna be separated for days even. So they ask, well, why do you say see you later if you're gonna be gone for a day or 2 days? Because doesn't later mean like sometime soon, like a few minutes or a few hours?
Well, you're right. Later really does mean a short time from now, but you have to remember that see you later is a phrase.
Okay, so you can't focus on the word later.
Right.
When we talk about these phrases, you need to remember that they have to be looked at as phrases. You can't look at one word in the phrase and try to understand the meaning by looking up the word later in the dictionary or something like that. The phrase has a meaning, and sometimes the phrase is not defined by the individual meanings of the words. So you really have to get a dictionary of phrases and idioms and see what the phrase means. So this phrase is a phrase we use when you say goodbye to someone. It just means, it's just a way of saying goodbye. It's a polite and informal way of saying goodbye.
Right. So when we use see you later, the end of the phrase can be changed to represent different amounts or different lengths of time.
But wait, before we do that, I have a sample sentence I want to show.
I'm sorry.
So, for example, here's how you would use this in a sample sentence. Let's say you're talking to your friend and you need to leave. You need to go home. So you say, "I need to go home. See you later." Now that doesn't necessarily mean that you're actually going to see your friend in a few hours or a few minutes or you may not see your friend for another week, but see you later is a very informal, very, very common way just to be polite and say, hey, you're my friend. I have to leave now, but I'm going to see you later. I hope to see you later. That kind of thing.
Okay, so it's general. It's at a later time than now. Okay? So like I was saying a while ago, I rudely interrupted him, we can change the end, okay? And it could be different amounts of time. So see you later is just general. Okay, so another general way of using the phrase would be see you in a while.
Yeah.
Okay, see
now,
you in a while.
So the first sentence here, see this is in a while. A while represents a period of time, not a really long period of time, but it represents some time, like later can be. So if I say, okay, I'll see you in a while, that means that we'll see each other, but there's going to be some time in between.
Okay. So changing the reference at the end can make a more specific time indication. Okay, did you mention this one?
No, you're going to mention it right now.
All right. Okay, so you see you in a while. We say see you in a few minutes. Okay. And when we say a few,
what's a few mean?
A few means more than two. Okay.
Yeah.
See you in a few minutes.
Okay.
Maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes from now. Just a few minutes. Okay.
But we can say.
Excuse me.
Oh, we can say see you in a few hours. See you in a few days. See you in a few weeks.
Right.
So this phrase can be changed to represent a bunch of different time periods. It just depends on how long you're going to be separated from your friend when you're talking to them. For example, if you're going to go on a trip to a different city and you're going to come back in a few days, you say, well, okay, I'll see you in a few days. Or if you're on vacation and you're going to a foreign country and you're going to be gone for a month, you say, well, I'll see you in a few weeks. You could say, I'll see you in a few months. I'll see you in a few years. See? So it's just another way of representing time, a time interval between now and the time you see someone again.
Okay. So we can see.
So what? So just look at it this way. Just think of a sentence where you say, see you in, and then we have a blank. This can be any kind of time reference you want. You can say in a few minutes, you can say in a few days, in a few weeks, in a few hours, in a few years, in a few decades, in a few centuries.
Anything.
You can fill this line with anything. This is a very, very useful phrase for when you're leaving someone.
That's right. Very good.
Okay, so what do you got there?
All right. Well, when we're talking about a really short time, we also use a little bit different wording here. We can say something like, see you in a couple of minutes, okay? Or see you in a couple of hours, okay? Now, when we use couple is like two.
Like
We're a couple.
couple, two.
So couple means two. So when we say a couple, we're talking about a really short amount of time. It might not be just 2 minutes or 2 hours, but it's a shorter period of time.
Okay, so what do you got there?
All right, so you could also say, see you in a couple of weeks, see you in a couple of months. So just like few, you can use a couple, but it has a little different meaning.
Okay, so tell me then, what's the difference then between saying, I'll see you in a few minutes, and I'll see you in a couple of minutes?
Okay, when you say I'm going to see you in a few minutes, it's a little bit longer period of time. You're not really saying 5 minutes, 10 minutes. It's more a little bit of time, but not too long. But when you say a couple, you know it's going to be a much shorter time.
So if I'm leaving the room to go get a cup of coffee,
yes,
and I'm going to come right back, I could say, okay, I'll see you in a couple of minutes.
Yes,
but
if you're going to leave for longer,
what if I'm going outside and down the street to get some donuts or something, and I'll be gone for 10 or 15 minutes?
Right, then you would say, I'll see you in a few minutes, because you know it's going to be a little bit longer period of time. So if it's just a really short period of time, you say a couple of.
Okay.
If it's going to be a longer period of time, a few.
Okay, I think I got that. Do you guys understand what we're saying about this? About, short times, medium times, that kind of stuff? See you in a few minutes. See you in a couple of minutes. Very, very useful phrase. What else you got?
Okay, well, now we have something fun.
Fun?
Yes.
What do you mean?
Sometimes we play with words. When we're saying goodbye, we can use a fun phrase. And here's one of the really, really popular ones.
Wait. You mean?
Okay, sorry. So see you later. See you later actually has a longer version, right?
You mean like see you later, alligator?
Yes. Okay, we say see you later, alligator. And so when somebody says see you later, alligator, the response...
there's a response,
There's
right?
a response.
There's a response.
There's a response.
So you're supposed to say something back to them.
So Barry tells me...
See you later, alligator. And what do you say?
I say, after a while, crocodile.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, do you guys get that? Okay, you know what an alligator is, right? Crazy animal, big jaws, and eats things like that. You see them on the Discovery Channel eating zebras when they cross the rivers in Africa.
That's right.
Well, a crocodile is the same kind of animal, but it's a different kind of reptile, but it looks like an alligator. So alligators and crocodiles are very similar. So the first one is, see you later, alligator, and then the response, after a while, crocodile. But you got to be careful. Don't say, see you later, crocodile, after a while, alligator. No, you have to put alligator first. Now, it's easy to remember. Okay, alligator begins with letter A. Crocodile begins with letter C. Which letter comes first in the alphabet? So, see you later.
Alligator.
After a while.
Crocodile. Okay?
Get it?
All right, very good. So kids like to use this when they say goodbye.
Yeah, but big kids like to use it too.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's a very useful phrase and one that's very, very common in people's relationships.
So let's try it. If I say, see you later, alligator, what do you say?
Come on, say it. Can't hear you. You got to speak louder. Come on, I know you guys know it.
See you later, alligator. What is it, Barry?
Did you get it? After a while, crocodile.
That's it.
Yeah. Okay, very good.
Okay.
Okay, so
right.
Now it's time for
the
test.
review quiz.
The test time is here. Are you ready for the test? We have 4 questions tonight.
All right.
Okay. Question number 1. Here it comes.
Okay.
Okay, now this is a conversation between 2 people. Person number 1 speaks the words in the black color, and then person number 2 speaks the words in the red color. So here's the first conversation. So we're gonna have the 2 people speak, and there's a blank, and then your job is to figure out which one of the answers is the correct answer to go in the blank. Okay? So here's the first one. Okay. I'll speak the black words and you speak the red ones. Okay, Sherry?
Okay.
I will go to Skytree now from 2 to 4 p.m.
Great. I'll see you in
Blank.
blank.
A,
Is it a few minutes?
B,
A few days?
C,
A couple of hours?
or D.
A couple of days?
Okay.
What do you think is the right answer? Type
No.
your answer there.
Now what do we need to think about in getting the right answer of this?
We have to think about what time it is now and what time 2 to 4. How long from now 2 to 4 is.
Okay, so I'm going to Skytree now
Right.
from 2 o'clock until 4 o'clock. How many hours is that?
From now?
No, from 2 o'clock.
Oh, you get 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock is only 2 hours.
2 hours.
You're going to be
Okay,
there.
now remember, think about this. 2. Okay, we got some answers coming up here. Okay, I see a lot of letters C's. Oh, these guys are so smart.
Good job,
Way to
guys!
go, guys.
Everybody
Yes,
got it.
yay.
Right. Okay. So see you in a
Okay.
couple hours.
See you in a couple of hours. That's good. Remember, couple is 2. Okay. Question number 2. Okay. Here we go. Mom and Dad are in Japan now, and will come back on Friday.
We will see them in, is it a few minutes, a few days, a couple of weeks, or a couple of months?
Okay, so today is Monday,
Yes.
and if they come back on Friday, how many days
How many
is that?
days is that? What do you think, guys?
How many days
many
is
days
that?
is it
From
till
Monday
Friday?
to Friday? Which one of the answers is correct here? So that's the key. Figure out how many days it is.
Okay.
Okay? Answers are starting to come in now.
Okay, good.
Oh,
We
this
got
looks
some good
really
answers.
good.
You guys got it again.
Oh, yes.
Perfect.
B, the letter B. Oh,
All right.
great, guys.
All
Yay.
right. So it's days from now, not minutes, not weeks,
minutes,
not
yes.
months. It's just days.
Just a couple of days. You could say a few days. You couldn't say a couple of days, though, because
That's
if
5
they were
days
gone
from
for
now.
2 days or 3 days, you could say a couple. But since they're gone for 5, you'd say a few days. If they're gone for a week, you could say, oh, they'll be back in a few days. That's still okay. Okay, question number 3.
Dun, 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 dun.
Is it true that you are going to university in Texas?
Yep. I'll see you in
A.
a few years,
B.
a few days,
C.
a few hours,
D.
a few weeks.
Okay, so what's the important thing to remember here?
How long does it take to go to university?
Do you go to university and study just for a few days or a few weeks? No, it takes a long time, right? So if we're in Japan and one of our friends is going to study in university in Texas, that's far away.
Right.
And university takes a long time.
That's right.
Right? So what do you think it's going to be? Is it going to be a few years, a few days, a few hours, or a few weeks? Okay, answers are coming in. Let's see.
Looking good.
Oh, this is looking really good.
All right, good.
Really good, guys. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
So,
correct answer is A, in a few years.
good job, everybody.
Because it takes several years to finish your studies at university.
That's right.
Okay, very good. Last question. Number 4. Please don't be gone long.
Don't worry. I'll see you in
A,
a few minutes,
B,
a few days,
C,
a couple of hours,
or D.
all of the above. Ooh.
Yes, we are old people and we are tricky. So,
You guys-
which is the correct answer here? What do we need to think about here?
Okay.
Don't be gone long.
How about the time again? Is it going to be a long time? Is it going to be a short time? What do you think?
Doesn't really say, does it?
Because he's wanting to make sure you're not gone long, but you don't say here. Doesn't show how long in the answer yet.
But it doesn't. Long isn't defined as a time here. He's just saying, please don't be gone long. But he could be talking about days, weeks,
Could be any length of time.
months, even
actually.
years, any amount of time.
Oh, my goodness.
So which one is the best answer then? A few minutes? A few days? A couple of hours? Or all of the above? This one is going to be a little bit tricky.
We've got some answers there.
Yeah, some people think it's A.
Anybody else have a guess?
Does anyone think it's B? Or C? Does anyone think it's letter C? Oh, there's not as much confidence on this one. Only few answers so
answers.
far. People are thinking. Okay, so which is the correct answer, Sherry?
Could be any of them.
It could be any of these. So the correct answer to this question would be D, all of the above. Because a lot of times you have to understand the time by listening to what the person is saying. You can't just assume that short time means a few minutes and long time means a lot of minutes. You have to listen to the conversation. So you get it from the context of what's being said. So
Important word.
it's very important for everyone to listen carefully to what is being said in English and think about what possibly could be meant by the words that are being spoken.
Put that question back up. Somebody asked what the question was.
Okay. Question one more time.
So here's the question that we asked.
So the first person says, please don't be gone long. Okay, so this person is going to go away, and this person does not want them to go away for a long time. So he says,
worry.
Please, don't be gone long.
Don't worry, I'll see you in a few minutes.
And so
I'll see you in
his
a few
friend
minutes.
or his sweetheart says, don't worry, I'll see you in, then
It's going to be a short time.
any of these three could be the answer. A few minutes, a few days, a couple of hours. We need more information about the conversation before we can really determine what the correct answer would be.
All right.
Okay. So, did you have fun? Most of you got the correct answer for the questions, so that was really, really good.
You're doing much, much better today. That's awesome. Thanks for
Yeah.
thanks for replying. Thanks for answering.
But that's all the time we have for this lesson. As always, we appreciate very much your being here and your participation, and we hope that you learned something useful in English today. We invite you to come back next week for another visit, and we'll talk some more about more interesting phrases and words in American English.
That's right. So next time we're going to look at more common phrases and idioms that we use in everyday American English conversation. And we hope they're going to see you back again next week.
Until then, if you like these online lessons, just think what it would be like to come here and study in our classrooms with all of our crazy American teachers. So, as always, if you really want to improve your English, we are 4.5 hours away by plane.
Come and see us.
We're not in America. We're here in the Philippines, but we're an American English training school, and we would love to have you come and study with us. So, that's all we have for tonight. So we'll see you next week. So until then, I'm Barry.
And I'm Sherry of Ethos English School saying
Matane. Bye, guys.
See you later.